I'd like to welcome everyone back here for the start of our second period of action. Sorry for the delay there. Paramedics had to come in and unfortunately take Nick Lowen out. He will not be returned to this game as he was stretchered off there. Kind of a somber note to start this second period. But both teams back on the ice now, and after that play and then Peyton Lee getting bumped behind the net, after that, this series could ramp up in physicality and intensity. Canucks are going to have a 5-on-3 to start this second period of play. It's going to be for 1 minute and 8 that they'll be on a 5-on-3. But to get ready for this second period, Flyers are up 2-0. Goals by Jordan Harder and Dalen Pearson in that first period of play for the Flyers. Well, we're finally ready for puck drop here. Schmerman out there against Miller-Jeannot. They tie up. Smith able to poke that back for Swales. Canucks will try and gain the zone. Weaver will skate it in. Canucks will set up now on the 5-on-3. A lot of time and space for them. Swales walks in, shoots, and just misses as Hatton able to get a piece of that with the arm, and it just trickled wide. Smith over for Norman. Finds Swales, top of the point. One-timer, doesn't shoot Norman. Now over for Weaver. That shot off double deflection, bounces over to Swales. They'll cut to the middle, over for Norman. Finds Smith, shoots off the post, and that one kept out too. I'm not sure how that one was out of the net. Brett Norman at the side had a wide open net after Smith rang it off the post. Here he goes again. Penalty coming up to the Canucks. Matt Schmernley going to the box for an interference. Canucks with a couple of glorious opportunities there. Thought they had one for sure. First off the post and then a wide open net. Flyer player must have got his stick in front of Norman. Either that or he fanned on it. But it'll be a 4-on-3 power play for the Canucks for 13 seconds, and then we'll have 33 seconds of 4-on-4, and the Flyers are going to be on the power play after that. Shipton up for Rowley. Canucks bringing it in. Sent over to the side for Shipton. He finds Henriksen. Big shot, and that's kicked out by Hatton with the pads. Henriksen able to poke that down. Both teams back to 4-on-4 now. 4 skaters aside. Puck's going to slide all the way into the Canucks end. Sam Brennan will just play that off the boards for Rowley. Rowley up the ice into the Flyer zone. Rowley, that one paddled away. Rowley has his stick chopped out of his hands. He's got to go retrieve that. Sirota, Jaden Sirota, just wide on that far side. He gets it back again. Sirota centering pass. That's off Lee's stick. Canucks find that loose puck and clear it down the ice. Out of his net, he'll leave it there. Pearson takes that feed, skates into the Canucks zone. Pressured by Weaver, still with the puck. Pearson able to get around 3 Canucks now. Back out front for him at Desjardins. Last Canuck back, able to intercept that and send it down the ice. Pretty similar to when the Flyers beat the Canucks a couple years ago in Dawson. Game took a little bit of a similar feel just without the injury. Horst turns and sends it cross ice for Legler. Horst will cut down towards the net. Pearson Him and Langler will swap positions, get the one-timer set up. Horst took that one and ends up bringing it out of the zone as he lost control of it. Penalty here as Horst touches that, and he's going to go off for a slash. And Adam Horst is not happy with that call. So this penalty-filled affair is going to continue. We had just got back to even strength there about a few seconds ago. Now the Canucks going back to the power play yet again. For 3 so far on the night. They got to get this power play going if they want back in the game. Flyers have given them opportunities. Norman swaps position with Smith. Finds Swales. He'll stop up, down low for Norman. Finds Smith, top of the point. That one blocked by Phillips, bounces to the side. Norman picks that loose puck up. Cross ice for Weaver. Flyers doing a good job staying in the shooting lane. Schmerman out front now. Shot on, that's fired over to the top of the net. Just kept in by Norman. Played down low for Weaver. Able to turn away from a hit. Down low for Swales. Swales. Go back to the top of the point. Another slash to Norman there. Flyers will definitely key in on him. Smith. He'll glide across the top. He's got some room in the slot. Scores! Hayden Smith gets the Canucks on the board with a power play marker. His first of the playoffs, and that's exactly what the Canucks need. And Sirota gets in front of the Canucks handshake line for that goal, getting right in Evan Weaver's face. And things really are getting heated here. Back to even strength now. Flyers lead cut to just 1 on that goal from Hayden Smith. Horst back out for the Flyers. He'll take this draw against Egan, able to win that. He's in on a break, backhander, and that's kicked out by Lee, and then he goes right into the net, takes Lee out. Craig has that stolen away from him. Palfy tries to step up on Pearson. Pearson able to keep the zone. Egan gets it up for Craig. Craig in on the forecheck net. Backhand just over. I almost let the Flyers come in on a 2-on-1. Be careful too to not take too many liberties on runs and stuff here. Canucks will dump that one in. Hit there by Tony Hart on the forecheck. Craig gives chase. He'll bump Harder. Harder still with the puck. Swept away from him by Weaver. Into the corner. Weaver gives him a ride. They pin. Puck still loose. Harder tied up again by Weaver. Able to get the puck out to Sirota at the point. Cross ice. That shot gloved away by Lee and deflects just wide. Out of play. Sliding all the way back to the Flyer zone. Sirota gets it up the ice quickly though. Trying to catch the Canucks on a change. And Arbery, as he brings it in offside. Another collision after the whistle there, and things really are getting heated. Legacy versus Rally for this face-off. Desiree able to win that puck on the boards. Sails from his own zone. He'll gain center and dump it in. Arbery back to collect. Chip that up for Assassin. Tried to find Gray Eyes. Swales will go back for Sam Brennan. Up for Desiree. He stood up at the blue line by Arbery. Lee left out there for Swales. Brennan fanned on that attempt, and Desiree couldn't get the pass off. Glove down by Lee there, and he'll leave it for Swales. Legacy. Swales falls down, loses an edge. Now he takes Legacy down, and that's a penalty coming up against the Canucks. So the Flyers back to the power play now. Horst will come out. Harder and Miller-Jeannot on his wings, and Pearson and Lagler manning the points on this power play. Massingham, he'll be thrown out. Van de Wettering will come in now for the Canucks. Just a little delay here for the referee and the timekeeper. Little correction, all stats attributed or presented to you tonight. Chris Clegg, MPHL Fan Zone statistician. Go give them a like, MPHL Fan Zone on Facebook. That one kicked away by Lee, kept in the zone though by the Flyers. Pearson, cross ice pass. Harder had a hard time holding that one, and he couldn't get a shot on. Loses his stick now. Teammates come in to help out. Weaver trying to get it out. Horst will keep it in, but that pass over to Lagler brings him out of the zone. Both teams, good back check there by Van de Wettering as he's able to catch up to Miller-Jeannot. He has the puck loose in the corner, bounces out to Weaver. He'll skate onto this and he'll get it out of the zone for the Canucks. Evan Weaver might have a step. Lagler just able to put a shoulder into him to slow him down there. Smith watches Horst. That one just wide, trying to go low corner. Stolen away by Schmerman. He's got Smith with him. Schmerman tried to get it over to Smith. That was a nice play by Sirota to block that with his stick. Now the Canucks got to be careful not to get caught here. Schmerman takes a high stick, and another penalty coming up to the Flyers. And as they touch the puck, high sticking call coming up to Nimmo. Schmerman there. Not sure if there's any blood or not, or if it's just going to be a 2-minute. Will just be a 2-minute high sticking call, so we'll have another 40 seconds of 4-on-4 action, and the Canucks will be on the power play for a minute 20. Smith will take this draw against Kallio. Smith able to win that. Weaver had that poked off his stick by Kallio. Evan Weaver up for Norman. Kallio drags him down from behind. They go sliding into the boards. Kallio gives Norman an extra shot after there. Teammate able to pick that puck up. Norman has it now. Kallio, he'll stop up. Cross ice. Smith able to pick that one up. Almost stolen away from him. Dangling in the phone booth there. They'll try and get around Phillips. Hayden Smith tried to get a shot off. Slash at the very end. Now the Canucks will be on the power play as Swales steps out. Phillips in on the attack though for the Flyers. He'll stop up. Tried to play that to the front of the net for Kallio. That was blocked and intercepted. Canucks will bring it back the other way. Rowley poked off his stick by Lagler. Now he'll move up the ice. Gets around two Canucks stick checks there. Shot on off Sam Brennan's shin pads. Lagler gonna get to it first. Canucks will win it back now. Hansen couldn't handle that off his skate. Horst tried to center that, and now the Canucks could be on a break the other way. Rowley, 3-on-2 here if they hurry. Might just elect to set up, and they do. Brennan over for Rowley on the half wall on the far side. Shifting out in front of the net. Same with Desiree. Shot on. That one saved. Rebound. Looked like Rowley was going to get his own rebound there, but that was stripped away from him. That one chipped in. Will be icing though, as it's from the wrong side of center by Lauren Weaver. 13 seconds left in this power play now for the Canucks. Canucks win that face-off after the centers tie up. Lauren Weaver lost control of it for a second behind the net, able to get it up for Shipton. 3 seconds left on the power play, might be able to get one shot. Centering pass. Now the Flyers have a man behind the Canucks defense. He's just going to go off the bench for a change. Florian will get it out. Arbery shot on. That's well over the glove side. Centering pass intended for Legacy. Watch there by Hansen. Penalty coming up now to Alex Hansen. There's a lot of penalties being called tonight. Back to the power play yet again. As Alex Hansen sits in the box. Referee's having a talk with Marcel Capel, so we'll continue thanking our sponsors here. Lawrence Meatpacking, RT Rentals, Weaver Auctions, Arc Resources, The Brick, Brown Social House, Dawson Creek Auto Dealers Association, Grants Ventures, and LMV Electrical and LMV Energy. Thank you to all our wonderful sponsors. Wouldn't be able to do all this without your continued support. Canucks win that face-off on the penalty kill. Sam Brennan able to clear it off the glass down the ice. Hatton out of his net. Shots 16-15 right now for the Canucks. Flyers lead 2-1 on the scoreboard though. Van de Wettering stole that one away in Sirota's skates. Able to recover and the puck will come up to him now. Sirota takes a hit from Brent. Swales fanned on that clearing attempt, kept in by Sirota. That one sent just wide by Horst with the tip on net. Now that takes a deflection out to center. Arbery's able to corral that loose puck. Horst had that bounce over his stick. Miller-Jeannot will bring it in now. Finds Horst on the backhand. That one just wide on the blocker side. Smith lost his stick. Flyers might have a chance here. Tried to go cross ice. Van de Wettering able to intercept that. He'll clear the puck just past Arbery and down the ice. Arbery walks there. Norman. Pass over for Legler. Cross ice. Legacy just able to keep in by Nimmo. Lee out of his net, he takes a hit, and now we got all kinds, and a big hit there after Legacy went and gave Lee a shot. Evan Weaver came in and just leveled Legacy. Not sure what the penalties are going to be here. Evan Weaver looks like he might be the only one going off here. Canucks will be on another 5-on-3 penalty kill for 28 seconds. Great opportunity coming up here for the Flyers. 8:45 remaining in this second period of play. It's been a hectic one. Massingham will be out here on the draw against Adam Horst. Weaver and Swales. Lauren Weaver. That one won by Horst. Flyers will set up now on the 5-on-3. Lagler at the top of the point. Over for Horst. Lagler. Pearson doesn't shoot. A pass a little behind Miller-Jeannot. Horst. Gets that return feed. Centers it. Lagler shoots. That one blocked. Flyers get it right back though. Horst. That one blocked by Lauren Weaver. Canucks back to 5-on-4 as Hansen's out of the box. Fake that shot. Weaver able to get a stick in front of that one. Battle for the puck at the side of the net. Horst will get to it first. Takes a hit there from Lauren Weaver. Weaver able to clear that past Lagler. Canucks are going to get some fresh penalty killers on. Horst, cross ice. Harder. Left there for Miller-Jeannot. Glove down by Lee, and he'll hold that one for a whistle. Canucks still in the penalty kill for another 54 seconds. I'm sure I haven't got much 5-on-5 hockey this second period of play. We've got more 4-on-4 than 5-on-5 so far. That shot from the point just wide. Sirota able to pick that loose puck up and play it down low for Nimmo. Back out front for Nimmo. Slides past him. Sirota scores! Sirota with a seeing eye wrister from the point. Able to get past the Canuck defenders and Peyton Lee. And that's a 3-1 lead now for the Flyers. .25. It's got to get back to playing some normal 5-on-5 hockey here. Get everyone back in the game. Some of these players haven't played too much this period. Egan in on the forecheck, gives Arbery a bit of a ride. Puck goes loose, back to the point. Weaver, shot on. That one ends up wide of the net. Swales just able to get out of the hit from Kallio. Craig, he's going to take a run at Arbery, crushes him against the boards, and Arbery is slow to get up. He felt that one. Craig takes the pass on the left side. Craig shoots, and that one saved by Hatton. And now Sirota and Craig into it. Oops, and Egan in front of Hart and Arbery. Now Kallio do it as well. Egan giving Sam a couple shots from the bottom. That's Phillips he's tied up with. Looks like it's just going to be coincidental minors as Phillips and Egan go into the box. And this feels more like Dawson Fort St. John that I remember as a kid. A little bit of hatred does a lot for a rivalry. We are still going to get 5-on-5 after this, though. It was coincidental, so there's that. Face-off's going to come out of the zone, though. Canucks able to win that one. Swales, cross ice for Weaver, pass a little bit behind him. Canucks got to get back to playing their game here. More than capable of coming back and winning this one. Smith takes that pass, shot on, saved by Hatton, and the rebound. Finds that and holds it for a whistle. Shots now 19-17 for the Canucks. They'll win this face-off. Weaver pressured by 3 Flyers. Gets that one through, and that's wide, though. Norman strips it away. Hit that out front. Weaver. Big hit on Legacy. Lines him up again. This time he's not going to get a penalty for it either. Assassin. Florian takes a hit. Everyone finishing their checks now. Schmerman couldn't catch up to that pass. Icing coming up against the Canucks. Off back in the Canucks zone. Flyers win this one. Pearson. That one deflects off Weaver. Battle for it out front. Almost a goal there as Horst brought it out front. Now Norman gets around one man, brings it up the left side. Norman tried a shot on. That was deflected by Pearson. Played down low by Smith. Norman will skate onto it. Back to the point. Swales. Over for Weaver. That one sticked away. Puck behind the net. Norman out front. Schmerman, that one kicked out in a rebound. Cleared away by the Flyers before Swales can get a piece of that. Both teams in the middle of a change. Weaver will get around Horst. Up the ice, Norman skates onto it. Was going off for a change, but the puck was there. Puck loose underneath him as he takes a bump. Rowley ends up with it. Finds Weaver, shoots, scores! Evan Weaver, the Canucks captain, gets him within one again. Set up from behind the trump by Brandon Rowley, and Evan Weaver just able to put that through the wickets. 3-2 game now. .507 left here in this second period of play. Shots now 23-18 for the Canucks. Nimmo and Rowley will line up after this draw. Shipton played over for Rowley, just able to get his head up in time to absorb that Sirota hit. Now chipped in. Leo play that. Past Grey Eyes. Back into the corner now, Kallio. Spins away from a hit there from Lauren Weaver. Tried to bring it out front. Brennan from his knees has that underneath the skates. Centering pass. Rowley overskated it, and that one blocked. Rowley trying to play it through the pads of Nimmo, and that one ends up on net. And Lee will just cover that up as the Canucks are having a little bit of an adventure in their own end there. Massingham versus Legacy for this face-off. Massingham able to win that one back. Swales tried to spring Hansen. He's going to be able to beat the icing though. Massingham picks up the loose puck. Massingham spins away, takes a hit there in the corner. Van de Wettering. He takes a hit from behind. Now Swales looking for a tip in front from Massingham. He misses that. Pinches down, trying to keep that alive. Couldn't. Played a hit though in the process. Pass by the Canucks off a shin pad. Bounces to Sirota. Swales. He'll get it up for Van de Wettering. Just out of his reach. Arbery takes a hit there. Kept in again by Swales. Absorbs a hit there from Florian. Able to get that down low. Hansen has a man out front. Couldn't get it to him. That was Rowley. Now he tries. Hansen on the backhand. That's blocked. And the Flyers end up with that loose puck. Florian just able to get it out of the zone, but Weaver steals it right back. Weaver cuts around one man. He'll bring it right back in. Shot on, picked out, rebound, and that's over the net. Wide open net there for Craig. Couldn't find it. Craig, big reverse hit there on Arbery as he went to lay him out. Hart has it in the skates, trying to kick it free. Horst did a good job from his knees. Now Craig for Weaver. That one tipped and saved by Hatton. Hart for that rebound. Was able to get that just before he got the stick in there. Good shift there for the Canucks. Good couple opportunities. They're starting to push a little bit more now. Schmerman versus Nimmo for this face-off. Shot on quickly by Norman, and that's fought off by Hatton. Norman takes a hit behind the net. Puck goes free. Glove down by Swales. He'll play it off to the side for Brennan. Puck bounces to this side now. Norman will go over for Brennan. Canucks trying to start up the ice. Long stretch pass. Smith got it, just couldn't handle it once he got it on his stick. Schmerman couldn't get in time of that pass. Down the ice, Lee out of his net. Play it up for Smith. Hayden Smith. Block back. Watch there by Legacy, able to get around him. Legacy from behind, that's a hooking call. And the Canucks are going to get a power play to end this second period. Power play here, 2:07 left in the second period. Nolan Legacy goes to the box for Cook. Canucks win that face-off. Hansen at the top of the point. Shot on, that rebound. Cross ice for Desjardins. That shot wide over the blocker's side. Canucks able to keep the zone. Weaver, cross ice, that's on net. What a save by Hatton, and the puck is still loose. Not going to be a goal though, as it's waved off emphatically right away by the referee. Mad scramble there for the puck after that first save by Hatton. They'll rule that no goal. Faced off from the Flyers zone. Horst able to win that one. Arbery trying to pull it out of the corner. Desjardins steals it away from him. Canucks will set up now. Hansen at that on the top. Lex not to shoot. Now cuts down the left side. Centers it. Saved there by Hatton, and a rebound sent just wide. Hansen tried to Shipton. Kept in by Weaver. Weaver down low for Shipton. Desjardins in front of the net. Same with Rowley. Now Shipton. Top of the point. Finds Hansen. He doesn't shoot. Now he does. That one tipped on and saved by Hatton. We got a little bit of a kerfuffle in front of the net here again. They'll keep it in the zone. Swales down low, bounces over Norman's stick. He'll reverse that for Hayden Smith. Smith finds Norman. Top of the point for Swales. Elects not to shoot. 44 seconds left in this period, 34 in the penalty. Canucks staying to the outside so far. Top of the point, Swales. Shot on by Smith, and that's over the net. Swales trying to keep the zone. He does. Gets that down to Norman, but that's skipped underneath his skate. Battle for the puck behind the net. Norman and Schmerman trying to win that puck back. Swales able to keep that. Norman poking at that, but can't reach up to it or catch up to it. Still loose in the corner, just a bobbling, bouncing puck. Nice move there by Schmerman on net, and that one deflects over the net. 4 seconds left, and that's going to be the end of the second period of play. Flyers are going to take a 3-2 lead into the intermission here in a very penalty-filled affair in that second period. Take about a 15-minute break for everyone. We'll be back for the start of the third. Try and work out some of these connection issues we're having, but we're just doing the best we can here. Try and see if there's another Wi-Fi signal we can pick up or something.